Yeah, I mean it's just too late. I don't know. The first we just kind of, I don't know. I feel like we're not like attacking the game. We're kind of just hoping, we get the puck out, hoping we get past their forecheck, and it's just kind of, there's no, I don't know. We couldn't really get out of zone in the first period. They had so many shots, and yeah, we're just, I don't know. It's just, they're kind of all over us. Thought we played a little better in the second, and they get two quick one in the third, and then we had a little push at the end, but it's too late, obviously.
I mean, they're obviously a team that is really good, really aggressive. When they're kind of hounding you like that in the first couple of periods, what can you do to break out of it quicker?
Um, I don't know. I think just being help supporting each other a little bit better and helping each other a little better, and we got to make hard plays against a team like that, and they kind of pinch on everything, and we couldn't really get pucks out. We couldn't get past their forwards, couldn't get past their D, and I think we need to work a little bit more together as a five man unit, and help each other get in. Like, they're good. I mean, that's kind of their game. They do that to every team, but we got to find a way to help each other and get out of zone.
Did you feel like that started to turn in the third period for you guys there?
Yeah, I think so. I think I think even the second was better than the first, and obviously the third. After they were up 3-0, we made a push, made some plays. We got our zone quicker, and that definitely helped us get some more zone.
You guys have talked about doing a lot of good things recently. How does this one kind of fall into that, and what is the mindset now as you head into the game?
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously tonight, it wasn't. I don't think it was our best game. I think we, like I said, they kind of dominated, especially in the first, and but like I said, we have done a lot of good things in the past couple of games, and played some really good teams, and we got a big weekend coming up here with 2 home games.
What were you seeing early in the game that either you guys weren't doing or they were forcing from you?
I mean, obviously, we know what kind of team they are. They're obviously a hard forechecking, shoot everything type of team, and shot clock is always going to be a little lopsided when they come in here because they shoot from literally everywhere. But I don't think we were breaking out really well. We kept getting pushed back in, and obviously, which is one of their strengths, is their forecheck and their tenacity on the wall. So I thought we got better as the game went on. Then obviously the game kind of started tilting in our favor. But yeah, obviously we should have started a little bit better.
Obviously, I mean, like you said, they do that to a lot of teams. But as it's happening, how do you guys as a group kind of break out of it quicker? When you guys
I think it's a little bit of both. We need our D to get back faster, skate, move their feet, and also our forwards needs to come back, support better. Whether it's getting the puck battles higher up on the walls, try to get the pucks out that way, or coming lower and try to create some separation to have a tape-to-tape pass. But like I said, they obviously make it hard for you, but it's kind of how the game usually goes against these guys. You can survive the first, you can wear them down, and I thought we did that well, but obviously gave up 2 in the start of the third. That kind of shot ourselves in the foot a little bit, but yeah.
Phil, you guys have talked about doing a lot of good things recently. How does this kind of fit into that, and what's the mindset as you head into the weekend now?
Except third period especially, but even the second period, I thought we were taking over. In third period, we, before the goal, like I said, we gave up 2 goals on the kill, and then a little bit of a breakdown on an odd man rush. But other than that, I thought third period was good, so we got to take that with us. Probably could and should have had another one, make it 3-2, and at that point, never know what's going to happen. But yeah, like I said, I think we a little too slow a start, but we can take the end with us, obviously.
How important is that end, that push back in the third period for you guys, looking ahead to other games? How do you keep that momentum and build on it?
I mean, I think it's obviously you always want to end every game well, but I think it's more of a statement to who we are. We never give up. Doesn't matter, obviously. And Juice kept us in the game for the first period, and then we, like I said, started taking over, and that's the way a game is 60 minutes. We keep working through the whole thing, and didn't get the result that we wanted in the third, but we certainly created enough chances for it. And like I said, that's obviously one good thing we can take with us.
Bruno, one goal game after the first 40 minutes. I mean, why was it so tough to get the offensive looks tonight?
Well, they're a really good team. They're fast, and I thought we played slow for the first part of the game. Took a little while to kind of get into the game for us, and then, a little bit of the game plan wasn't executed. I thought we turned over pucks at the blue line. Credit to them; they got great sticks and back pressure, but made it a little bit harder on ourselves, and we just didn't get the puck enough. We didn't get to put ourselves in positions to get it. Felt good. We knew it was going to be a muddy game. 1 goal a game, and then we take a kind of a senseless penalty, and 2 goals is going to be really hard against this team, especially the way they're playing right now.
I mean, obviously, they're really aggressive. We know the way that they play. How do you break yourself out of it a little bit quicker when it's happening to you like that?
Yeah. I mean, they're on top. They're fast. I didn't think we did a great job going back for pucks. I didn't think we moved our feet. I think we just threw pucks away. And I don't think when you throw pucks away, they're going to slam the boards. We had trouble even lifting it over the yellow back there. And if it's on the yellow, it's going to be a real hard play for everybody. So we just kind of took on a little bit of water, and couldn't really get into our game.
Jack?
With a team like Carolina that's spending 45% of their time with possession of the puck in their own offensive zone, what was, strategy in trying to, push them off the puck, change it up a little bit? I guess, did you guys settle into it a little bit more in the third period?
Well, I think we threw pucks away. And credit to them, they shrunk the zone, but I thought like I said, we weren't moving our feet. We made soft puck plays. We didn't have any sure outs. We didn't put anything off the glass. If you watch their game, they just flip everything in the neutral zone. We can't even lift it into the neutral zone. So that's one of the things that we struggle a little bit, and we spent a lot of time in our own zone.
With as many games as you guys have been playing, you haven't had as much practice time maybe as you'd like. I mean, do you think that that's affecting crispness coming out of the zone, passes, that kind of thing? Is that affecting you at all?
Yeah, I think a little bit. I mean, obviously, as a coach, you always want to practice more. And morning skates are really just more of a feel-good thing, so you're trying to get practices. And we would have loved to practice yesterday, but we had some issues that got us in really late, and we had to, get ready for tonight. So there's been a lot of hockey for our group. I think these are a lot of games in the stretch here and a lot of travel the last, 3 weeks, and it is for everybody else. But, yeah, practice time comes at a premium, and it does affect it, some habits and some crispness for sure.
You've seen your group several times now against some of the league's best in Colorado and Carolina. How close do you feel like your team is to being right there with those guys?
Well, I think at times we look like we could be. And there's times that, we're a little slow to react, kind of not really dictating things, just kind of, almost certain some of these games is we're not we just don't feel comfortable in the pace early. They're skating games. We're having trouble kind of keeping up a little bit and trouble executing under pressure. And things are happening fast and we're not making hard plays. Sometimes you just got to live to fight another day. You see Carolina do it, and I think you see Florida do it. You see Colorado do it. They get pucks out of their zone pretty quick. Doesn't have to be pretty, doesn't have to be tape to tape, but they push you back. And once you start pushing them back, we did a little bit in the third period. You could see where then we start getting in our game. We just had trouble pushing them back. They did a good job, and they're probably the best team in the league at doing that. And we didn't really respond or handle it quite the right way.
Nick?
Bruno, given the result tonight, but also before the game to this last stretch, Luke Evangelista has been able to skate the puck out with a lot more confidence. What have you seen even out of a game tonight, out of him specifically, where he's able to kind of drive that play?
Yeah, he's really good. I mean, he's one of the guys that continuously does what we ask him to do, where he's able to get himself in those positions because he's kind of following the game plan. And he's getting pucks in space, and he's creating space because of it. And, he's been really good. I mean, he's one of the players, like I said, that pays attention to the detail we're asking him to do, and he does it, and he's getting rewarded for it.
Last one goes to Ann.
Cole Smith finally back in the lineup. What did you see from him, especially having to jump into a game where he's back out on the kill and getting those minutes?
I thought he was awesome. I think he was a little rusty early for sure, which was expected. It's hard. And then you play a team like this. So I think he got in the game real quick, which was good for him. To play in this kind of game, because I thought after the first period he was sort of took over and drove a little of our identity of our group. And again, he's another guy that does what we ask him to do, and he puts himself in great positions to create offense in our team or create a forecheck or create on top of pucks because he's following the game plan and he's executing what we've asked him to do.